Hello, people. Tonight, I'm just doing a little prep for Christmas as far as the food goes, so I won't have to do so much on Christmas Day. Now, I'm going to make first some sweet potato pone. I have this big, giant sweet potato in here, and I'm going to add 2 eggs to that. Well, no, I'm not going to add the eggs first. I'm going to add the other stuff and mix it up and taste it to make sure that everything is good. And to the sweet potato, I'm going to start out by adding about a half a cup of sugar. I might wind up adding more, but let's see. We're going to taste it. So I have half cup of sugar and put a little nutmeg, maybe about a half teaspoon. I'll show you what it looks like, the amounts that I put in. I'm going to say a teaspoon of cinnamon. There we go. And let me smell the cloves. That smells good right there. But I think it could use some cloves. And I'm going to go with, got in my throat, a half teaspoon of the cloves. Now I might find that I have to add more cinnamon to this mix. Just put it there. Hey, Q. What are you doing up? Then I'm going to pour in about, because I'm going to mix my butter in now. This is about a 1/3 cup of good old butter. You ready for the holidays? I'm not. But it's going to be whatever it is. I'm going to mix this up. Oh, I forgot to show you guys what it looked like. But trust me, it was about a half a teaspoon of cloves and nutmeg, and then a teaspoon of cinnamon. And let's see how that tastes. And I put in a half a cup of sugar. Hey, Angels Army, what are you doing up? Oh, okay. Well, I'm just doing some Christmas cooking here. And after I make this, I'm going to make some homemade egg noodles to go in haluski. And Jill's Comfort Zone made the haluski on her site. And it looks so good, but I can't find egg noodles. So I said, you know what? I'll make my own. I will make my own. So I'm going to be on here for a while, cooking it up. Now I'm going to taste this. More cinnamon and more nutmeg, I think. And I'm going to add a little, because it could be a little sweeter, but I like to put a little sweetened condensed milk in my batter. And this is like a 1/4 cup. About a 1/4 cup of sweetened condensed milk. We're going to mix it in there. I'm making sweet potato pone, Mary. And what are you doing out? It's just the stuff. Well, I'm sure you know what it is, but in case somebody doesn't know, it's just the stuffing of the sweet potato pie, and you just add a little flour to make it a little firmer because it is standing alone. Now, I'll use a different finger to taste this. And it could use just a bit more sugar. I don't want to make it too sweet. But yeah, that sweetened condensed milk is a nice touch. I'm adding about 3 tablespoons more of sugar. Just a tad more sweetness it needed, that's all. And what did I say I needed? Nutmeg, a little more nutmeg. And I'll add a little more cinnamon too. So maybe I'll say 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon and 1 teaspoon of nutmeg all together. So that's 1/2 teaspoon of cloves, 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon, and 1 teaspoon of nutmeg. Now I'm going to add the rest of the cinnamon. Woo! That would have been disastrous. The magic of live streaming. And I add all the seasonings to the sweet potatoes first because I'm not going to taste it after I put the egg in. I'm not going to taste it. Okay. Just want to make sure I get all that seasoning mixed in there. Let's see what it looks like. Nice and creamy. I'll use a different finger, taste it one more time. And that is good. That's perfect. I'm going to add 2 eggs to that. Crack it the way my daddy taught me. Well, he actually did it a little better than me. A lot better. He didn't smash the egg and get it all over his hand. He was so skillful in the kitchen. And wipe these hands off. You know what? What I will do is I'll add a little bit of flour. Oh, you've been sleeping for a few days? Yeah, I have days like that because I sleep so little that when I finally really go to sleep, that's about 1 tablespoon and another tablespoon, and I think that's all we need. Yeah, when I finally do sleep, it's forever. Yeah, I do eat eggs, Mary. I'm not vegan. Just gluten-free and I eat fish and seafood. But yeah, I eat eggs, and I don't eat. I know they have the Just eggs but they're not. They don't put gluten in them, but if you read their website, it doesn't claim that they're gluten-free, and it says that they do use it on the same thing that they use, the same equipment that they use glutinous products on. So I don't eat Just eggs. And it's funny because it's not on their packaging, but if you go to their website and you read the website, they do say that it's not certified gluten-free. So I don't mess with it. I mean, people say it tastes like eggs. You know, I like eggs. Ooh, this is so creamy. Look. So creamy. Okay, I think that's ready to go in now. I'm just gonna Get all this goodness. And it has so much butter in it, I'm not even going to oil the pan. Although I probably should. I'm not going to do it. I'm just not. Okay. I'm going to have to rinse that off later. And I have a vessel. Yeah, I like eggs. I could eat them every day too. I try not to, but yeah. Let's see how I can set this up now. Close the eggs for now, and I'll just clean it like that, and that should be good. Now I'm going to pour this into the pan and get it into the oven. There we go. This glare from this light, it's like I can barely see what I'm doing. Barely. That was a huge sweet potato. It's huge, humongous. But it was so tender, I even before I use it in here, I had cut off a little piece. Because sometimes, when they're big, they're a little stringy. But not this one. It was nice and tender. Oh, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't have put the flour in. My youngest daughter suspects that she has a problem with grains. And I meant to not put I was going to put an extra egg in instead of putting the flour, to hold it together. And I forgot. So we won't be taking this to Christmas dinner. But we will be eating it here. Oh, I feel so bad. Maybe hopefully she has sweet potatoes at home and I could just make her another one when I go over there. Now I'm going to just go put this in the... Ooh, that sounds delicious, Mary. Eggs with oregano and zucchini, Italian cheese, and spaghetti sauce. That is making my stomach growl. Let me go get this in the oven. I'll be back in 2 shakes of a leg. Rinse this off. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do for the haluski, well, we're going to make the egg noodle first. And I didn't have, vegetable stock. So I made my own. You know what? Yeah, no, I don't want to put it in there. I made my own vegetable stock. And I used a piece of tomato that I had left over, a carrot. I'm going to save these vegetables and eat them. Like a half of an onion and some garlic cloves. And I just boiled it down and made my own stock. I'm like, I don't have to run out to the store. And besides, by the time I did all this, the store was closed. You see how late it is. I just do things whenever I want. Ooh, these veggies look good. I'm going to have a good time munching. I might eat them. Well, no, I can't do that. I might eat them while this is cooking. But this is an active dish. There's not a lot of waiting around. And I just love chomping down on a piece of cooked garlic. I'm going to show you guys what this stock looks like, though, because it's so pretty. I don't want to spill it. You see that? Make your own vegetable stock. And it's a lot cheaper than buying the stock in the store. It truly is. I'm just going to put a little piece of carrot. Yeah, I'm going to be eating this. And let me get rid of this now. Oh. I hope the light doesn't go out on me. Hold on a second. Because I need a substitute. I'll substitute the bowl for the plate. Or I'll just get another bowl. Now I'll turn this on. Oh, I turned it on already. Okay, good. Now this recipe is easy. It says that you add 1 egg and 6 tablespoons of flour. But I'm going to add 2 eggs. And it's supposed to come out like a batter. And we'll see. These are like drop egg noodles. So you know you make egg drop soup? That's how you make these noodles. And they're supposed to be delicious. So we will see. There. And I'm going to dry this off. So we have our eggs, and add that 6, I might just add 5 tablespoons because gluten-free flour usually it absorbs liquid a lot, so. And I'm using the Bob's Red Mill pancake mix because it actually has a lot of things that were in the recipe to make the flour or the noodles, because it already has tapioca starch and all that stuff, all that good stuff in there. So I'll just add a little more. If it's not thin enough, I will just add another egg. Improvise. Let's turn this up. Let's get this going. Let's get that boil going. Yeah, and they say you just have to whisk it together. I'm going to add a pinch of salt, just a pinch. Okay. Right. Oh, that's such a good idea. That's a great idea. I'm going to keep that in mind and do that myself. Yeah, this looks like I might need another egg. I was right to not put 6, or not want to put 6. and just use the 5 tablespoons. But then something said, oh, what's another tablespoon? But yeah, I'm going to add another egg to this because it's not thin enough. And after all, they are egg noodles. Where is my top? Because that will probably get that boiling a little sooner. And I can't forget to put the oil in so that it won't stick. There we go. There, that's much better, much better. As soon as that broth gets boiling, I'm gonna start streaming this batter in so that we can make our noodles. Yeah, everybody's telling me they see gluten-free egg noodles in their store. But when I looked around here, couldn't find them. So yeah, I wish you guys could see. Well, you can see it, but you can't. I might move this around a little bit. But let me get rid of the eggs and maybe I can move it a little closer. Or maybe not. Maybe not. You'll just have to imagine me. So let me get rid of the eggs. I'll be right back. Clear this space a little. These things I won't be needing. Well, it's good that I'm cooking something else, because then you guys will be able to see the sweet potato pone. I forgot I even share myself out a little bit. I forgot that I had that in the oven even. Isn't that crazy? Okay. My daughter originally wanted to do that, but we had such a time with our Thanksgiving meal. We didn't want to chance it. So we're cooking this year. I don't know if you heard about the Thanksgiving meal, but we ordered from a restaurant that usually cooks Middle Eastern food, and their food is amazing. And we thought that they would probably season their Thanksgiving food with the seasonings that they use, but they didn't. And evidently they think that American food is bland, which sometimes it is, but sometimes it's not, Well, not for Thanksgiving anyway. So yeah, Thanksgiving food was like, I had to doctor it up. And to me, doing that was more difficult than not living it. It was more difficult than making food yourself. Let me get this out of the way. Looking for something that I could put that down with. Just making sure this doesn't have any lumps in it. And this batter looks good. I'll let you see. See? What? Oh, sweet potato pone is in the oven. And we can eat that here because I forgot and put flour in it. This is supposed to give you some irregular shaped noodles. Oh, let me not forget to put the oil in. Really? Yeah, I know you're usually tired. That's why I figured let me do this. Let me start a couple days early. I mean, we're going to cook once I get to my daughter's house, but I figured there are some things that I could do here. And I wanted to try this Haluski recipe because Jill, it looked so good when Jill made it. And if you're not familiar with Jill's Comfort Zone, you should check her out. But you probably are, Mary. I don't know. You probably are. But she cooks some good stuff over there. And her and Adrian's Cooking and Food Review, they did Cooksmas. Is that what they did? Is that what they called it? Where they cooked 7 days, I guess, before Christmas. I don't know if they're including Christmas in that. No, I think because tomorrow's the final day. So yeah, they did 7 days of Cooksmas. Yeah. Get it together. And this is boiling now. So we're ready to put it in. You see, I didn't even have time to eat the vegetables. I'll have to put those in the refrigerator and maybe snack on those tomorrow while I'm cooking. And what I'm going to do is stream these noodles in. Ah, that's nice. That's actually going pretty nicely. Look at that. It's funny because it said that, I did this right. I should get a plate to put them on. It says it takes about 3 minutes to cook. I'm going to let that first batch cook. And this isn't looking very noodle-like to me. Maybe I could add a little more flour. I don't know. I'll wait for 3 minutes and then I'll see how it comes out. Oh. People always say to me, why don't you try the recipes out first? It's because this is fun. You know, sometimes things work out and sometimes they don't. But it's just fun to see. It hasn't been 3 minutes. Oh, the batter's too wet. Okay. Thank you, darling. That's what I figured. So I'm just going to add a little more. But I didn't see how it could possibly stream, because you're supposed to stream it in just like that was streaming. I didn't see how I could stream it if the batter was too thick. I thought it would blob instead of stream. But let's just add a little more flour. Oh, but you know, they're not looking bad now. I'm going to taste them. But this is good too. Thank you so much, Mary. I'm glad that you gave me that tip. Is that better? It looks a little blobby, but it might be better. Let me just scoop these out because I think that's been 3 minutes now. Yeah, these look a little eggy. But I'll eat them. Let me touch it. Yeah, they're a little eggy. I think I needed more batter. So yeah. But by the time I'm finished, I'm glad I doubled the recipe, sort of. I'm glad I did that because by the time everything's done, I will have enough. Ooh, that looks good though. Put so much in here. Yeah, that's a little eggy. Now I won't put so much, and I'll try this and then see if I need even more flour, you know? Oh, I think this might be it. I'm just going to put this 1 spoonful in and see how this turns out. But that's already looking better. You cut yours? Oh, you do the rolling it out. And yeah, no, these are drop noodles. Kind of like you make egg drop soup. So you don't really have to cut them. Oh, it's too hot. I can't eat it. But I'm very anxious to taste it. Yeah, those look better. They look a little better. And then I'll taste these and see. Yeah, they come out very irregular looking. It's not like a regular noodle. So, yeah. Even flipping them. Yeah, these look better. They do. Yeah, these are. They're good though. I'm gonna eat that. Put that to the side. They won't go in the haluski, but I'm definitely gonna eat that. That's tasty. That vegetable broth. Germans. No, it's actually Polish. But yeah, I'll look that up now. Yeah, these look much better. Much better. They're denser. And yeah. German spice. I never heard of that. I actually don't know what you call this, but because I just looked up the recipe for drop egg noodles. I actually, one of the haluski dishes that I had Googled, they made their own noodles, and that's the way they made them. So, oh no, I don't know. I've made regular noodles before that, you roll them out and you cut them, and I just didn't want to go through all that. I'm looking for easy ways to do things. Yeah. Hello, thanks for coming in the live. I'm not even going to say your name. I hope you don't mind, but it's very interesting. I'm making haluski, but right now I'm making the noodles that are going to go in the haluski. And haluski is just fried cabbage and onions. Sometimes people put meat in it, but I don't eat meat, so I won't be doing that. I had a little mishap with the noodles. Oh, another good idea. Yeah, I have a trainer. I hope it's for my juicer, but I better get a spoon or something. It's for my juicer, but so the strain is small, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. Oh, they're in another feed. I'm sorry. I have another feed, and they might have come in and left. I don't know, because he didn't really say anything. Just had an interesting name. I'm not even going to tell you what it is. Maybe I'll send you a message. Where is that? Oh, yes. See, I have this. I don't have a proper strainer. And the holes are, well, you can see the holes, yeah. Do you think that'll work? I don't know. I don't know if it will. Oh, but here's Yeah. Yeah, they're very good, but those are eggy. These look like they're going to be better. And the next ones, if these are good, I'm going to put them through the strainer. In fact, what I'm going to do with these, I'll just, because I'm getting a lot of water. Do you think I'm cooking them too long also? Or they just, I'm going to add more flour. And I like this experimentation. But I'm determined to make these noodles for this haluski. Determined. There. And now these look a little better, but it looks like it could use a little bit more flour. So I might end up, yeah, those are a little better. A little flour and putting them through the strainer. Thank you so much, Mary. Oh, it's too small? I don't have one. I don't know what happened to it. I used to have one. But, oh, too small. Well, these are probably going to come out like, I saw somebody, they did it, and they just dropped blobs of dough in the water. And they weren't very pretty. I wish I could find that original video that I saw. But my computer, it had a hiccup and all my tabs closed. And I looked in the history and there was just far too many things for me to go through to find it. So that was that for that. Now this very, very thick this thick batter is probably going to be the one that works. And I guess I'll have to do the blobs. This is not gonna, it's not gonna stream. You see this? No stream in there. Just a little blobbing. So we'll see. We'll see how it comes out. I don't want it to blob too much. But yeah, it's blobbing. It is what it is. I might just have to go out tomorrow and buy some egg noodles somewhere. I should have ordered some online. That's what I should have done. But I wanted to make mine. Can't always get what you want. You know what? I know you said it's too small, but I just got to do one little trial and see what I can do with this if I press it through. And it looks like I can't do much with it if I press it through. Oh, Mary. Only here with G-Free, you go through things like this. I'm going to put this here. Oh, gosh. Yeah. Hello, Mink Candies. How are you? Thanks for coming into the live. This is hilarious. You know, I gotta try. I was that type of kid. My mother would tell me one thing, and then I was like, well, let me see. Sometimes I was lucky enough that it would work. See, now these noodles are, Girl, I need to just add some more flour and roll it out and cut it. Because they're tasty though. That's stock. That's some good stock. But yeah, no. Yeah, these are noodle consistency. But I need to just make some dough and roll it out and cut it. Do you think I could do that really quickly? I'm going to, I don't think I'm supposed to be showing a knife on that other channel. Oh yeah, they're not in this chat. They're in another chat. I know it's confusing, but I'm doing two things at once. Trying to save time. Okay. Well, maybe I'll wait till this gets done before I scrap it. Maybe I'll keep these thick ones because they'll probably work. This I'm going to get rid of. And the sweet potato pone looks like it's cooking up nicely. So, yeah, I think we're just going to add more flour. I'm going to get my rolling pin. Yeah. Darn it. I make, I don't know if you saw my ravioli video. That came out good. And I might put these big blobs in there too, just to give it a homemade look. Okay. So before I run out of stock, let me put these to the side, and I'm going to get my saran wrap and my rolling pin. Oh, there's my rolling pin. Here's my saran wrap. I don't have a proper rolling surface, so I use saran wrap. I'll put this here for now. It's taking me so long to do this. Oh, okay. See, I don't usually make egg noodles. I just usually do it with, I do flour and potatoes and a little water. And those noodles, they come out so good like that. That's how I make my gnocchi. And I know that these aren't the proper way to make things, but they're the quick and easy way to make. And that's how I make my ravioli too. I didn't even use eggs. No eggs at all. I have a feeling, and I don't have potatoes cooked up. I don't have any white potatoes. So I'm going to try it just with this batter and the eggs because I don't usually use eggs. So I'm not used to that, that consistency. But the people in the videos, their noodles didn't come out like that. Even the ones that stream the noodles didn't come out like that. So I don't know what I did wrong. But you know what? We're going to fix that right now. Yeah, this one does have xanthan gum. It has xanthan gum already, and it has tapioca flour. And the recipe that I saw the original recipe that I saw with the woman that was streaming the noodles, those things were in her, she did her own flour blends or whatever, and that's what she had in it. I don't know. She had rice flour, which this is, tapioca, and the xanthan gum. So I don't know. And then I'm going to do that. Let me turn this off because I don't want it to boil out before even though this shouldn't take me too long. This doesn't look like this is going to be enough dough for the cabbage, but we'll see. Well, you know what? I have an even better idea, I think. Let me just turn this out on here. I might not even roll it. I might just roll it with my hands instead of using, because this is a little sticky and I really don't want to waste any more of this flour. And I think that I can get a good noodle out of this. There. Okay. Put a little more. There. I think this is going to do it. Okay. I think this is going to do it. Yeah. And I didn't have to because it's not taking me too long. Okay. This table has little ridges in it, so I can't do it directly on the table because then it takes me forever to clean the table. I'm putting this down. Yeah. This is good. And I will roll it. I'll flatten it out a little bit, roll it, and then slice it up. Yeah. So just stick a little. Yeah. Okay. That is good enough for me. Yeah. So this is very interesting. Thanks for hanging out with me, Mary, and for giving me all those good tips. I tell you. It's always interesting. Yeah, the I don't know if you saw my millions of Dalgona videos. I never could get that thing right. And it's funny because I've used that frother on lots of stuff. I even made whipped cream with it. No problem at all. So it's not it's not the equipment that I used, it's just me. Yeah. You know what? I have a pizza cutter that actually would have done this much better and neater. But come on now. Oh, I didn't turn it all the way up. Why did I not do that? That sweet potato pone is smelling good though. Smelling really good. Yeah, I should have used the pizza cutter. Pizza. But that's okay. Yeah, it's pretty soft. Oh, you mean I should have folded it and rolled it? Yeah. I thought of that at the last minute, but I don't feel like getting up again. Yeah. I made a salmon ravioli. My goodness, it was so good. I had to do that again. I always feel like people get tired of seeing the same thing. Like, you know how I like ice cream? I haven't made ice cream in a long time because it's like people are like, ice cream again? I love ice cream. And if I think of a different flavor, it's like, it's different to me, you know? So, hey, JJ Miller, thanks for coming into my live yet again. Appreciate you. You know, when I went to sleep, I said I was leaving Deadpool's live and I was going to take a nap. I didn't wake up until very late, and this is my first time being online since then. I'm here with my friend Mary from YouTube, and we're just hanging out and watching me make mistakes, and she's helping me out. Fried pies. That would have been good. And this actually is a good, well, I don't know if it's a good pie dough or not, but it looks like pie dough. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That doesn't look too bad. What do I do with that plate? I have no idea what I do with that plate. Oh. Fried pies, yeah. Maybe I'll do that next week. I mean, it's not the holidays anymore, but that sounds good. Fried sweet potato pie. That would be good. Fried apple pie. Oh yeah, you told me how to make that. Yeah, this is noodle dough. You told me the pie was with the cold water and the butter. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. And I was gonna make a sweet potato pie, but then I remembered that my daughter is staying away from grains. Oh, she's not gonna be able to eat this haluski either. So I guess this isn't Christmas food. This is pre-Christmas food because we can eat this tomorrow. Yeah. Oh well. She's cooking lots of stuff, and I'm going to help her. So that's actually enough. And my son will be happy that we'll be eating this here. Yeah. Yeah, I have to try that. Oh yeah, these are better. This is it. I have to try that. Okay, this is burnout. This is burnout right here. Hello, Yannick and Carlos Paz. Thanks for coming into the live. Yeah, I'm totally burnt out. There was something that I had to try, but I don't know what it was. Oh, this is bad. I need sleep in the worst kind of way. Hi, Yanni. Thanks for coming in. Hold on. I'll be right back. Actually, yeah. Ooh, this smells and looks good. Let me touch it and see. Oh, yeah, this is done. This is done. I put the noodles in a bowl. And I'm going to bring the sweet potato cone out for you to see. It looks and it smells delicious. Let me take these noodles out and put some more in first before I do that. Hi, who's that? Oh gosh, I can't even see with my glasses. I'm so sorry. Oh, you're new, Yanni? Okay. Well, welcome to Big O. These are some fat noodles. That's okay. They're noodles. Yeah, my son is going to enjoy these. I don't know why I didn't want to roll them. Yeah, they're not thin like the ones that you get from the store. But that's okay, because I actually like a hearty noodle. You know? One day we should do a collab, Mary. You could show me your tricks. I could show you my tricks. It'll be fun. That's how they came out. Making egg noodles, guys. Yeah, you know, that's what I'm doing. Big O is that's the other channel that I'm on. It's hard. Yeah, you roll yours real thin. Yeah, you're supposed to. Yeah. But I'm a little unconventional most times. And I'll just grab these up like this. Ooh. That was the timer on the phone, but I already knew it was done. So it didn't have to tell me. Yeah. Thanks for the hearts, Yanni. I appreciate it. Let me follow you so that I know when you're live. There you go. Just followed you. And we can support each other. Now let me get the pone. And to do that, I'm going to have to move this stuff. So there's a place for it. I'll just move it over here. There. And I'll use my sweater. I'm gonna have to clean this table anyway. I'll let you guys see this. Look at how good that looks. My goodness. And it smells so good. It smells amazing. And since my daughter can't eat it. Okay. Thanks, Jazzy. Since my daughter can't eat it, I can eat it here if it cools down fast enough. Or if I get impatient enough. I made some fat egg noodles, Jazzy. The drop noodles didn't work. I couldn't find that original video, and I guess I was lost after that. So I thickened the batter and made a dough, and I'm boiling those, and those seems to be working fine. Now, if you guys want to stay up for a while, which I know is asking too much, great. If you want to stay up for a while, I'll make the haluski so I can be done with it. Oh my goodness. Can I do something for you?
Where the inhaler is?
The inhaler?
Yeah.
It should be over there on the dryer. Wasn't that expired? You're gonna have to let me look.
It was not.
It wasn't? It wasn't on the dryer, or it wasn't expired?
It's not expired.
Oh. I hope I didn't throw it away. Whipped cream, yeah. Oh yeah, Jazzy, that would be great. And I don't have any heavy cream, because I would make some for you. I really would. Hello, 355. You just have an ID number. This broth flavored these noodles so nicely. See the big fat noodles? My big fat egg noodles. That should be the title of a movie or a sitcom. Wait, getting heavy. I am actually going to like these big fat noodles with the cabbage. But this gluten-free dough is soaking up all my broth. That's for sure. Oh, can't manage to get the last ones. This is going to be good. I'm making haluski, which is a fried cabbage dish with egg noodles. And I made my own egg noodles because I couldn't find them in the store, not gluten-free. So, here we go. Mary goes, I roll mine out really thin. Yeah, I know. You're supposed to. Oh, gosh. Yeah. Oh, they were? Did you like, but you didn't like them, I guess, yeah. Like when I think of gnocchi when I think of fat noodles. That actually, yeah, that's a lot of noodles. That will be enough for the cabbage. And that doesn't take long to cook. So I'm gonna make I have you guys captive. Please stay with me. Okay. Oh no. Hey, that's pretty cool. Where did my cabbage? I'm going to cut the cabbage. Oh, is that a saying? Cut the cabbage? Or is it cut the cheese? I don't remember. Oh, no one else ate them? I can't really say, but I think that I'm going to enjoy these fat noodles. And they're cooking up so nicely. The next time I'll roll them thin. Let me wipe this off. And I know this isn't cool, and it's going to taste much better when it's cooled down. I just have to take, it doesn't seem that hot. Yeah, it's hot. And when things are hot, they don't really hold together too well. But I just want to, I should wait. Let me not be anxious. What I will do is I'll cut this cabbage and then I'll rinse it off, slice up my onions, and throw them into the pan. Get rid of the outer leaves. I'm going to be honest. It's been quite a while since I bought a head of cabbage. I usually buy it all sliced up. And that's not good. I'm trying to remember. Because I don't like that core inside. So. So my daughter, my older daughter, the one that lives in California, she went to Sedona for a few days. She's returning home tomorrow. And she took her poor dog with her. And I tell you, that little fellow looks like he does not know what's going on. He's a puppy. So he's just getting used to, the world. And he got used to her apartment and her neighborhood and all of that. And then she often takes him to Sedona. And I tell you, every picture that she sends of that dog, he looks like he just doesn't know what's going on. It's like, I'm so confused. It's the funniest thing. Funniest thing. Now, I know this is probably not the way you cut cabbage, but like I said, I have not bought a head of cabbage in quite some time, and I literally don't remember how to cut it. So, and for some reason, I thought there was this big giant core. Oh, there is. Ha! So I'll throw that away. You know what? I have a food processor. I just don't feel like using it and then having to clean it. Oh, funny story about the food processor. The other day, my son wanted to make chips because I had made some chips, like I made a mixture of regular chips and sweet potato chips. And I baked them in the oven. And he liked them. And so I had these 2 huge potatoes, white potatoes. And he said, oh, let's make chips again. So I put the blade of the food processor on the wrong side. And I didn't realize until I was halfway through that I was shredding the potatoes instead of slicing them. And it was the funniest thing. And he comes out, and what I did was I seasoned them and I put a little olive oil on them, and then I pressed it down into a pan like a cake. And he comes out and he's like, He sees it in the oven. He's like, what's this? I'm like, it's potatoes. You wanted potatoes, right? Yeah, hash browns. I made, yeah, big giant hash brown. So funny. Oh, let's see. Yeah, just rinse that bowl so I can wash my cabbage. I'm gonna wash it and then I'm gonna slice it up. And clean off this table in the meantime. Okay. There we go. Here. Those noodles look good. Just my butter for the. Sorry, I usually don't have to clean up until after, but since I'm just doing everything at the same time, I have all this energy. I had a nice nap today. So now I have energy. I think I slept for about 4 hours, and that was good. So, did I get rid of my salt? No, I didn't have it here. Okay. Let me cut this first. I was getting my frying pan ready, but no need, because I haven't cut the cabbage yet. Okay. Yeah, this isn't going to take too long. Probably doesn't sound too nice. Why I need to turn this around, I can't tell you, but yeah. There, and hopefully this cabbage will you know, melt down. And I saute it. There. One little piece. Let's see if I can fit it on here. Yeah. Oh, is this still on? Yeah, good. Here's my salt. I'll start the cabbage before I cut the onion. What was that? What did I drop? Oh. A little mess to clean up later. I have my butter. Is that wet? No. Just a reflection. No, the knife didn't slip. Oh my gosh. Did I ever tell you the crazy story of me trying to open a coconut with a Jinsu knife? Well, I thought I was going to have to go to the hospital. That knife slashed clear through my fingernail. And I didn't think it was ever going to stop bleeding. That was horrible. Horrible, horrible. But just as I was getting ready to go to the ER, it stopped. Thank goodness. I've never had this butter before. They usually send me another kind of butter. But I guess they were out and this was their substitution. That's good. There we go. I love the smell of butter. Does anybody else just love butter? My daughter, the oldest one, used to, we would go to IHOP when she was little. And I guess she thought those little balls of butter were so pretty that one day she just decided to put one in her mouth and eat it. And every time we went, we would have to stop her. We would have to catch her. Oh, really? Okay. Thank you, Mary. There we go. I just always thought, I don't usually have, I don't know what's over there. I don't usually have butter burn on me. I always add the food before it starts to burn, and that just fixes that. But I will take your advice. And I added the oil, and now I'm add the cabbage. Got a lot of cabbage. Open that up a little more. Did I bring the top with me? No, I did not. Bring the top. I'll cover it up while I'm slicing up the onions. And throw some salt on there to help the water come out. Make it melt down a little faster. There we go. I was going to put garlic in there too, but I put garlic in the broth, and the noodles are very flavorful. So just gonna take that and eat it. Mmm. Mmm. That's good. Okay. I'm gonna go get the top. Oh. You know, I have a little pesto, but I'm saving it because I'm doing a competition, mac and cheese competition. I'm gonna put it in my mac and cheese, and I hope there's nobody there that's gonna steal my idea. The top. That cabbage tastes so good. Goodness. Yummy, yummy. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love raw cabbage. Now, I'm going to wipe this off and taste that little corner that I had there. It still needs to cool off. Still too hot. But it's all going to the same place anyway. It's good. Still needs to cool. Well, you know what? I just put a little bit of flour. Maybe she'll be able to eat it. I can take it to my son's gonna eat this so before Christmas gets here. And I'm probably gonna help him. This is good. It's seasoned just right. And what was that? Let me write that down. Because that was like a pound, a 1 pound sweet potato. That was more than 1 pound. It was like a pound and a half. So, what did I use? I started off with half a cup, and I added maybe a quarter cup. So 3/4 cups sugar. A teaspoon and a half of cinnamon. Was it a teaspoon and a half or was it 2 teaspoons? I'm going to say 2. I like cinnamon. I'll say 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. The nutmeg was a teaspoon. And it was a half a teaspoon of the cloves. Yeah. So I don't think I added any extra cloves. That's a nice flavor combination there. Oh, yeah, he must have because he went away. He must have. Let me go check on him, though, just to make sure. One second. I might have one in my bag. Elijah, did you buy anything maybe? Oh, you feel better? Okay. He found it. Because that kid, if he didn't find it, he would still be here asking about it. And guess where it was? It was on top of the dryer. Like I said, it was. He just like, he's one of those people, he just like looks, says, oh, it's not there. Or sometimes he won't even look at the surface. He'll just be, oh, I can't find it. Because, of course, it's supposed to be floating around somewhere for him to grab in the air. I love that kid, though. He's a good kid. He is. No, he is. He really is. So I have that seasoning recipe. You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea around the holidays to mix stuff. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I am too with other people's children. I know that's crazy, right? But my own kids, it's like I kind of know if he hadn't found it or found some sort of relief, he would have been out here. He's not the type to just lay and be sick. That's me. That was me as a kid. But him, mm-mm. I guess that's because I kind of babied him a little bit. I mean, he's a responsible adult now sometimes, but he was my sick baby. So, you know how you kind of do extra in when it comes to like health stuff, you're crazy. And now, like even in college, I was like that. Oh my gosh, the things that I've done with doctors and pharmacists and stuff while he was a college student. Crazy. This is his mother, you know, and I want to know. I think they even broke a couple of, what is it, the HIPAA laws? Because I would bug them so much. Yeah. But, you know, he's grown now, and I try to give him a little space to take care of things himself. But being home, he just reverts right back to that little boy. Right back. This is going to be so good. Ooh. Don't worry, Mary. Don't worry. I'm so glad that you guys are staying up with me to do this. Now, this is the tricky part. But you know what you do? You turn it as you cut. And that way, you don't slip and cut your finger. Does it sound like I've done that a couple times? Does it? Because I haven't. I've never. No, I've cut my finger lots of times like this. Ooh, that's cooking down nicely. Now I'm going to add these onions in and mix it around. Oh my goodness. Yum, yum, yum. Oops. Onion, sweet potato corn. You know I'm going to have another slice of that, right? Just another little. I'm going to turn this upside down so that, where did I put that spatula? Can I get rid of it? I have to look down there. With lots of onions. Should have put the onions in first. I should have. Nope, it's not down there. It's not over here. But I do have this spoon. No, not gonna do that. I'll try to turn it this. Well, you know what? It's not nearly cooked down enough. And I really don't care how soft the cabbage gets. It can get soft. I mean, I like a little crunch with some soft onions, but it is what it is. Turn this up a little more and put the top back on. There. Wipe this off again so I don't have onions on my sweet potato pone. This is going to be so good. And then when that cooks down nicely, still a little hot, but it's holding together more. Oh my goodness, this is just, Yeah, can't take this to Christmas dinner. Or maybe if I cut off all the edges and put it on a platter. Oh, thank you, Mary. Glad you stuck around. I mean, I have a million spatulas. I just really didn't want to get up. It's still hot. I should stop eating it. But the flavor is so good. And it needed all those things. Because sometimes when I use nutmeg, I don't use cloves. And I don't know why I do that. But this time I decided to put them both. And see, when it cools, you'll be able to pick it up and eat it like that. I mean, it's nice to eat it with a fork too. But we're just tasting here. And the sweetened condensed milk, I didn't use a lot. I only used like maybe a quarter cup. That was good. So 2 pounds of potatoes, that seasoning mix. How much butter did I use here? Maybe I used a half cup. I don't know. But at least a quarter cup of butter I used. I think, yeah, it was a quarter cup. I didn't use a half cup butter in there. That'd be crazy. Ooh. Yeah, that will be crazy. But I need something else to stir that with. I'll just get a fork from in here. My dad used to love when my mother made fried cabbage. You know what? I think I am going to put some garlic in here. I mean, the noodles are garlicky, but I think I'm going to put... This looks so good. I think I'm going to put some garlic in there too. I was just being lazy when I decided not to. But I will. I think I got rid of... Oh, no, I didn't get rid of the olive oil. Or I have... Yeah. Oh, okay. See, I get afraid of using pre-mixed spices sometimes because sometimes they'll just have a little something in there that I don't like. And my taste buds are like, they're really sharp. And if there's something in there that doesn't, and it's not that I'm allergic to anything, but just doesn't agree with me, I'll like be so sick. You know. It's the holidays. People sometimes get a little funny. I just got a text message. And I'm not going to say anything. It's the season to be kind to people. And that's what I'm going to do. Oh, this one isn't that good. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be kind. Yeah, holidays are hard for a lot of people. They're hard for me. But they're hard for other people too. So I'm going to just keep that in mind. And be kind. Ooh, I rhymed again. That's the second time tonight that I rhymed. I forgot what I rhymed the first time. But I am on a roll. Yeah. Now, what I'm going to do, a little unconventional, but that shouldn't surprise you. Oh, I forgot to clear it. I hate when that happens. Get a text message and you just look at it. You don't open it. You just look at it, and then you forget to clear it, and keeps dinging and dinging and dinging. Cut those little ends off. I don't have a garlic press, but what I do have is a bottle, but I just smush it a little bit because just breaking it is enough to release all the flavor. And I happen to enjoy, sometimes I slice garlic up. Ooh, but I'm not going to today. And because I happen to enjoy biting into chunks of cooked garlic. Ooh, is this cooking down nicely or what? Sorry. Okay. And the onions are getting soft. Oh gosh. I'm just going to have to swipe a little piece of this cabbage though. Just to taste it, to make sure that it still tastes like cabbage. Oh my goodness. What? She said, oh, that is so terrible. Yeah, I don't understand when people get cruel on social media. It's like, what is the purpose of that? That's a horrible story. That's horrible. Honestly, I try to be kind all the time. I slip like everybody else. Hi, Stephanie. Thanks for coming in. Mmm. That's so good. I'm gonna add just a little, just a smidgen more salt. Oh, that is amazing. Yeah, I try to be kind most of the time because not being kind takes so much energy away from you. It just like the energy that you spend on, I'm trying to think of a decent word to call it. I have my own word, but I don't do that on here. Yeah, I don't make fun of people either. And yeah, that's just horrible. I'm not going to eat any more of this. I'm just like scraping up the little piece that I didn't get when this stuff is good when I cut it before, but it's going to be even better cold, So I'm going to put it in the refrigerator. And Jazzy was right. This would be good with some whipped cream. Yeah, I don't make fun of people. I was always the kid that was on the outs with everybody because I wouldn't do that. You always have, like, especially in grammar school, you always have a little group of mean girls. I couldn't be a mean girl because it wasn't in my heart. So a lot of times I didn't have friends because they would all group together and do whatever the bully did because they were afraid that they were going to be bullied next. And oh, you said it to Jazzy? What did Jazzy say? Oh, no, I was saying something to Jazzy because Jazzy suggested that she said it would be good. She wanted a piece with whipped cream on it. That's what I was saying. She was right about the whipped cream. It would be really good on there. But yeah, I was saying I could never be part of the crowd. And so a lot of times, most of the time, I was the one that got bullied because, kids are cruel. They're cruel and they're like, I don't know. But before my kids started school, I told each of them, don't join a crowd. Even if, and of course, what? I'm sorry. Somebody's telling me that I'm on their YouTube page. Okay. I'm a little sensitive, so today or this time of year. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. I know. I saw that. Yeah, I told my kids not to join a crowd. Even if you don't like the person that the crowd is going after, don't join in. Don't join in and take it a step further and be kind to that kid. Just be somebody that they could turn to, even if you don't like the person. Because only good will come back to you from doing that. What did you say? It's my G-free crack. I don't have any G-free crack. But what I do have here is sweet potato pone. And it is so good you would like this because you like sweets. But you're not going to get any, so whatever. No, if I could, I would give you some. I would, if I knew that it could get to you safely, I would put it in the mail on freezer blocks. I used to say, hey, calm down. Yeah. What do you do? Oh, that's right. It's early. Well, it's not early. But thanks for coming in the live. Oh, that thing that I told you this morning, it wasn't in this live. It was in another live. I'll talk to you about that later. But yeah, it's hard sometimes to be the person that doesn't follow the crowd, but you got to do it. Oh, let me get this away. In fact, let me go wrap this up and put it in the refrigerator. I will be right back. This is going to get cabbage juice all over it. I'm making haluski. And I also made gluten-free egg noodles, the fat ones. Me too. Well, I'm not always a pleaser. I have my limits. And if I get to the limits, I can be vicious, but I'll be vicious on my own, not with somebody else. And only if it's justified. Only if somebody, and usually if someone does something to somebody that I love, or to a child, or to an old person, you're going to get it. And I've been like that my whole life. It's like, you're going to get it, and you're going to get it good. And I will slice you up into a million pieces just with my words. But other than that, I'm good. I'm a nice person. Not a nice person. I'm a fair person. That's what a lot of people think I'm nice, because I'm easy to smile sometimes. A lot of ifs with me. But yeah. Let me see. Let me taste this onion to see if they're cooked down enough for me to add my fat egg noodles. Michael, are you still here? Yeah. I'm gonna add more butter though. Well, I'll put the noodles in first, and then no, what I need to do is find the garlic and see if that's soft enough. It probably is. I'll let it cook a little bit more before I add the noodles. And I'm going to actually let it cook with the top off, because there's a little bit too much water. Yeah, that's right. Somebody tried messing with one of my kids just yesterday, and it took all my might not to unblock them and go after them. But no, she's good. She's good. People are amazing. They're just amazing. I'm tasting one of my fat egg noodles. These are good, Mary. Mary's been helping me out here. This is my first time making egg noodles, and I did not know what I was doing. But those are good. They're fat, but they're good. Thank you, Mary. I'm gonna add a little bit more butter, and then I'm gonna toss those noodles in. This is good. Really good. I've made teachers cry. When I say teachers, I mean plural. Cry over my kids. For messing with my kids. It's like, don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah. Okay. And now we toss the noodles in. Have you ever had haluski? It's good stuff. Good stuff. Ooh. And I'm going to put some in that bowl right there and eat it. Tossing the fried cabbage and onions with a little garlic with my homemade egg noodles. This is, oh, it looks like it's going to be so good. Oh, there's a piece of garlic. Yeah, it's soft enough. It is soft enough. And I hope that I get one in my bowl. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, yeah. You have to. I went into this is funny. I went into a meeting and I think or I thought, oh, your ham is in the oven? Good, Jazzy. Get it done. Then on Christmas Day, just relax and watch baby girl play with those toys. But yeah, I went into this meeting with the principal and I didn't even go for just my kid. I went for some other kids that were upset by something that a teacher did. And it's like I used to pick my kid up from school every day, and all the little kids were coming up to me and telling me what this teacher had done. So I spoke to the teacher, and I wasn't satisfied with the answer that she gave me. So I spoke to the principal. I went and had a meeting with the principal, and oh my goodness, it's so weird. I left the meeting. I walked out of the door first when the meeting was over, and then I remembered something. I remembered something that I had to say, I had forgotten to say in the meeting, and I turned around to look, but the teacher wasn't there. And then I looked down the hall. She was running down the hall so fast that her shoe came off. And I'm saying, why is she running from me? I was not, I wasn't mean. I wasn't, I was just saying, it was weird. It was weird. And I'm like, you know what? Whatever she was afraid of, good for her. Crazy. Running from me. I didn't threaten her. I never threaten anybody. And that's a scary thing, because if I don't threaten you, you better watch out. It could just come from anywhere. Oh, for kids? Yeah, definitely. This is done. And I don't know why I'm putting all of this in my bowl. It's just a taste, but it's a big taste. I'm going to cover this up and put this away later. I will stop the cooking. Okay, so Italian style. Are you doing fish, Mary? Because that's what I'm doing. I'm doing fish. Well, I always do fish because I'm pescatarian, but not always. But I like to do fish on Christmas. It's just nice. A friend of mine that I used to work with had told me that was the Italian way. I think it was 7 fishes or something like that. Is that Christmas or is that Easter? I think it was Christmas. This is good. I like haluski. And I did get a chunk of garlic to bite into. And I have to remember to tag Jill's Comfort Zone in this because she asked me to tag her if I made it. She's going to be so surprised that I made the noodles too. This is good. Did everybody see my Christmas decorations that I made? I didn't put up my tree. I was telling my daughter, maybe I'll put it up today. She's like, Ma, that time has passed. Can't believe that I'm eating something this late at night. It's crazy. But I'm not going to go to bed after I leave here. I'm actually going to be working on something. So, this is so good. Baked ziti, Italian sausage, garlic, a pre-salad, and garlic. That sounds good. Now, do you make your own garlic bread? And if you do, I need the recipe. Oh, tiramisu. Oh, it's been so long since I had tiramisu. You know who makes a good ladyfinger? Char. Char makes the best gluten-free ladyfingers. Oh my gosh. I meant to make a pecan pie, but I just couldn't. I didn't think of it soon enough to order the pecans online because a lot of nut companies, they process it in the same place where they process gluten. I don't know how, but you have to be very careful with your nut. That's funny. You have to be very careful with your nuts. Crazy. This is so good. Obviously, I'm not going to eat these. I'm going to close those up, put them in the refrigerator, snack them tomorrow. Thank you so much for coming into the live, guys. Mary, I'm liking these fat noodles. I'm loving them, as a matter of fact. I mean, I'm going to try it and do the thin ones, but I like these fat noodles. And especially because they cooked in that broth, and the broth was so flavorful. Oh, it's right here. I had a tomato, carrots, onion, and garlic. Yeah, it's good. I am liking this. And you could barely taste the salt. It's like just enough, you know? Nice. I'm sorry. I'm like moaning and groaning when I'm eating. Most of my kids don't like to watch me eat. They hardly ever watch my videos. And yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks for coming in. You don't have to watch me eat the rest of this. We've been on here for like, I don't know, forever, I guess. And I really appreciate your company. So, oh, Diddy Sanchez. I don't know if you're still here, but hello and thanks for coming into the live. But I'm going to end this. Don't forget to count your blessings. Your blessing is somebody else. And be kind to yourself. Till next time, see you later. And thanks again.